Okay. All right. I guess we're live. So we had some excitement tonight, and I walked out onto the front porch, and there were deer everywhere. So G, had to go get the binoculars and kind of look and see where everybody was. Hey, Starla.
Scooch pooch.
Good to see you. Oh, you need to come in here, don't
Yes, I
you?
do. I need to sit next to
Okay.
you for
All
some
right.
reason.
Yeah.
Hey.
Yeah. So he's here. That was a good thing.
That was exciting.
Yeah.
There were 3 really good-sized does.
Oh, there were more than 3.
Well, I only saw 3, but they were no more than 100 yards from the house. So that's a good sign.
Yeah.
That's a good sign.
Yeah, we're going to be able to eat this year.
We'd be able to eat anyway. Make it sound like we're starving.
Get fresh stuff. We'll get some fresh stuff. Oh, what do we got going on? Our life. Hey, Scans girl. Hey, sorry about the whole mix up. So that was kind of a mess. But Starla saying hi.
Oh, hi, Starla.
Yeah.
I scheduled that. I scheduled this morning yesterday when I was at work. I'm by myself all week long, and I was multitasking, and I failed.
You didn't fail.
I
You
failed.
just made a mistake. It's not a big deal.
But
well, I guess it'll go back to Tad's video on It's My Fault.
it is my fault.
So anyway, all right. So we'll go ahead and get started. You want to get started?
Sure. Joyner just popped in. Hi, Joyner.
Hey, guys. And so today this last week. So it's been kind of a rough week. And
rough is a little too hard.
Rough in a way that we've been cutting wood for so long. Everybody's just exhausted.
Everybody's tired.
Yeah.
Well, and I'll be honest with you. I had one of those days all week long. Every single day was like that this last week.
It was just, we were ready to go out. I told G I'd get on the splitter, and so he just needed to come and bring some logs up, and the skid loader tire was down.
Mm-hmm.
So we had that going on, and then
still can't get the 4-wheeler to work.
4-wheeler's still out in the woods. And then the side-by-side, don't know what's up with that.
Side-by-side's still not working.
We weren't going to get much done with that.
But I spent after work, I spent every night I was either sick, I was sick one night, or I spent every night trying to get those things working. So it's just one of those things, man. It's just, it happens.
Yeah. Yeah. T-Paw's in here now. And so, oh my gosh, such a blessing. She sent some birthday gifts for me, and then sent some material for us. So you guys know we were looking at trying to do the foraging bags and trying to figure out what we were going to do. Oh goodness, it's so heavy. And so we were trying to figure out what we were going to do. And I think we figured out a design. And so I cheated a little bit. I saw somebody else's video, but it was such a good idea. And so we're going to use the Chicago screws.
If we can source them from a non-communist
It has to be American. And
it doesn't have to be American. I mean, the leather's coming from Brazil. So
well, yeah, as long as it's not from China or communist countries.
Well,
so.
And even then, yeah.
Yeah, so we're trying to figure that stuff out as far as sourcing and that kind of thing. But we got material, and it's not showing up really great on the camera, so I apologize for that. But the nice thing is we got a bunch of it, and so I'm going to start.
Thanks for showing up.
I'm going to start cutting and then getting that together, and then I'll get those over to Nowhere Homestead, and he'll figure out cutting the leather to get all of that stuff in there. So I think we've got the foraging bags figured out. It's just sourcing everything.
My cook at Homestead did 10 to 12 chickens this week. She was more productive than you were. Good job. She's going to get a video up too. You were pretty productive.
I was going to say.
You were pretty productive. I spent all my time either doing basic everyday upkeep or sleeping.
Well,
tell them what you did.
Always
You did quite a bit.
Freeze dryer has been operating nonstop, and so we got that done. And then let's see, Saturday we went over to a neighbor that is adjacent to the back of us, and tried building some more community and that kind of thing. So far, so good.
It was enjoyable.
Yeah, it was very enjoyable. Nice people.
But it was kind of funny because there's a slight difference in our lifestyles, because he he was like, well, come on over. We sit around the fire. We sit in the garage during the week and we talk in the evenings and stuff.
Yeah.
And I looked at him. I said, man, I either come home and I'm dead tired and I can barely do the stuff I need to do around the homestead, or I'm out there till 9 o'clock at night with a headlamp on working in the dark.
Yeah. Well, yeah.
Weekends we could probably do it, but
Weekends maybe,
but during the week, no.
Yeah. So, but and he did. So I've got the majority of the barrels for everybody. Well, the majority. I got half of them because I had to order another 10. And so these are the big blue barrels with the screw top and that kind of thing because everybody knows a feed shortage is coming.
Mm-hmm.
And so we're just trying to figure out a productive way to store our feed and get it before prices skyrocket and that kind of thing. So
Trinity Road, thanks for showing up. It's good to be here. It really is.
Yeah. And so you were talking, you read an article. So what's going on in New York and New England in that area?
They've,
Yeah.
If anybody's in the New England area, the state of New York, see if this is true. I read an article where heating oil suppliers are starting to ration heating oil because their stocks are down by 30%. And that, we were talking about that before we went on live. And, it's just so important to get your alternative fuel supply, your heating methods in,
Mm-hmm.
Hey, Rescue.
Yeah, and they're trying to make wood burning illegal. So we'll see how that goes. They're not going to get very far in the Midwest with that.
Rescue says he's going to try your chicken dish tomorrow.
Oh, good. Yeah, and Rescue, I did another video today on chicken a la king, and so that'll be a good one for you. So, and Patty's obviously not in here yet. So, but once Hack sees that, I think she'll be pleased. Those went straight in the freeze dryer. So. And yeah. So let's see. What else did we do? Oh, Sunday we went over to Hacks and over to their homestead, cut more wood. And
how much would you say we got cut? I don't know.
There had to be at least 2 cords there.
2 or 3.
Yeah.
Because they didn't split it all.
Oh yeah, you're right.
There was a bunch that wasn't split.
Well, and there's a bunch of trees down too already that didn't get pulled up.
So over the course of the last 3 weeks, we have put up 22 cord of wood.
Yeah, if not more.
No, 20 cord, but we've got, we probably got 5 or 6 cords just sitting there in logs back there that I still need
I
to
bet there's more than that.
Cutting the rounds and
that 150 foot tall tree. I bet you we get quite a few cords out of that.
We'll get 3 or 4 out of it, easily.
There's more than that back there.
But it's important for you guys this winter. I mean, they're talking this band that goes through the Midwest and all that is going to be a pretty quote unquote normal winter, but still it's going to be cold. It's going to be cold.
Yeah. Well, and then it's going to be expensive too. So if you're working, if you're heating off of your furnace, you got to figure out what gas prices look like. You got to figure out what propane prices look like and all of that. We were lucky enough, we got into contract.
Yeah.
So our propane was $1.90. Yeah. $1.90 a gallon. And so I bought quite a bit of that. We did. And
filled about 80% up. So we got 800 pounds.
Oh no.
1,000-gallon tank.
I did. Oh yeah. Right now. Oh yeah. They just came and did a fill. So we have them, they come out, I leave the gate open and they come out and they will fill that up and top it off. So,
Jester's mom, you following me around?
What happened? You ran into her?
No, she made a funny yesterday.
Oh.
So I'm just dishing it back to her. So Skanes girl, where'd you pick up 50 pounds of chicken leg quarters?
Probably same place I did.
And when you say they're on sale, I take it they were a good price because you bought them, right?
I hope you did. I hope you got a good price on that. So yeah, for some reason, it seems to be mostly the dark meat. And for some reason, they are, oh no. And so for some reason, they're clearancing a lot of that stuff out. So I did the same thing. I picked up a ton.
And hopefully this time next year, we're butchering chickens again.
Yeah. It didn't help that we had to start all over. So, But yeah. Oh, RN, what'd you retract? So anyway, yeah, so we've got that going on, and then we moved some furniture in. My sewing machine is finally in a comfortable place, and
So you can
have that
relearn how to
going.
use it.
Oh, it'll be fine. So yeah, and then we're gonna pull in the boxes from the sewing room and get those in, because now I have a little bit of organization that I can get that stuff in. If I have to work out of boxes, we'll find a spot and I can put them in.
$1 a pound for chicken wings.
Oh, nice. Yeah.
That's
see?
a find right there.
Something weird is happening. I don't understand.
No telling.
But I'm not gonna get angry with it
Weird
either.
is the new normal.
Yeah, yeah. 59 cents a pound is what she found that at.
Did she? That's a really good price.
Yeah. And then yeah, so between 59 cents and $1 a pound, and I can't even remember. I guess I could go check. I don't know. I think I said it last week or the week before, but yeah, so kind of crazy. And then, oh my goodness, what else? So kept the freeze jar going, got that stuff done, and then
turn wet and rainy. So we're trying to do more inside. I got some shelving units built for the laundry room so that can be better organized.
Yeah, it was much needed rain, but man, it was inconvenient.
See, and we didn't work that long over at Hacks for the Homesteader because
the rain came in.
The rain came in, and it was coming down in sheets.
Well, it was weird. They put tornado watches out.
Did they?
And so, well, you were the one that told us that there was a tornado watch.
I didn't say that.
We had high winds of what maybe Tag said it maybe. So WB whatever it is. So anyway, the weather. They came in and said that high winds, severe winds, and they were. I mean, it could have just blown you over. So we were working in that. And then all of a sudden we were sitting and talking. Oh, we had lunch. And so we were sitting and talking around the table, and the barometer, you could just tell the temperature fell, and the humidity was gone, and the clouds started rolling in, and thunderbolts were coming down, or lightning bolts were coming down. Hey, Miss Ghetto.
So my Crooked Homestead says, I'm hoping by Christmas I will have my bed out of the kitchen and into my new bedroom. Just have the roof to put on and insulate and the electrical. Yeah. I'll tell you what, there's something super gratifying about getting furniture out of the kitchen that doesn't belong there.
Yes, because we know that story.
Because right here where this bookcase is, there was a couch for a year.
Yeah. Joynair said their high was 75 degrees, and so it was decent today. I don't know what the actual temperature was, but it was pretty decent.
Friday we had the fire going, and I had to go chip water from the water trough when I woke up, and then Sunday night dogs had to go to the restroom, so I had I sleep in gym shorts and a t-shirt. I was outside in gym shorts and t-shirt, no problem whatsoever. And then tonight it's what, 50 or 60 degrees and wet.
I think it might be a little bit colder than that, but yeah. So we'll see. And oh yeah, thank you guys. Yeah, hit that thumbs up. It does do something to the algorithm, and so I haven't quite figured that one out yet.
Scainsville says rain, but I'm sitting on the Arkansas-Louisiana line. Yeah, and if you're like us, I mean, we didn't see nearly as much as what they got 40 minutes north of us.
Are you kidding me?
I don't think so.
Oh, we should have checked the rain.
There were dry spots on the gravel this morning.
Well, but you don't know if it wasn't like that up north.
So no, it came down hard.
It was just so dry. In fact, a neighbor of ours, he puts fencing and stuff in, and so they were working a job, and he ended up having to hire a kid to take buckets down to the pond to bring water up, because the ground was so dry all the way down with the auger,
like 5 feet down,
that it was like dust pulling it up. So they had to pour water in to actually get the dirt out. And yeah, just absolutely crazy.
Snowed up.
Hey, Indiana Mike.
Snowed up in the Great White North, my little Crooked Homestead says. I think I missed that video. Let's go back and find it.
Oh, Starla, it's just the Grumpy Acres Farm shirt. And no camouflage shirts yet. Still trying to figure that out.
Still trying to find that. I mean,
We're trying.
I have a feeling we're gonna have to buy those on a one-off basis and get them made locally.
Maybe just get, probably what we'll have to do is just get private orders, and either do that or I'll have to make them one.
And we've got there's somebody local that makes good quality shirts.
Yes, yeah, we can do. It's a little more expensive, but local, like-minded, and so we'll support that. 48 this morning.
That's about what it was here.
Yeah.
And it was raining.
Yeah. So did it rain today?
Rain this morning.
No. Well, and hey, Tag B, good to see you guys. So so we got all of that stuff done, and then oh man, it stinks that there's some stuff we can't talk about yet.
You better whisper it in my ear because I'm drawing a blank.
Because I shined it last night.
Okay, yeah.
So, but
it's not a big secret. It's just something I don't want to talk about right now.
Yeah, we have to do a video on it separate. So then, oh my goodness. So what else? Vinegar's done. I need to get all of that taken care of and get that stuff out of the way. Chickens are finally laying now on a pretty somewhat.
Well, it's just
regular
the amount of light. They didn't lay very much the last couple of days because it's been overcast. But usually we put lights on them in the wintertime so that they'll produce year round. But we did that because we were the only people in the area that did that at the old place. So we had people buying them year round.
The food,
and everybody here raises their own eggs.
Mm-hmm.
And so I may just give them a rest this winter. I seriously, I may not put a light on them.
I think that's absolutely fine.
And just let them rest.
Yeah, I'm not upset with that.
Because I don't know if anybody out there is new to chickens or you don't know chickens. So they have to have about 12 hours is probably where they hit their stride when they're laying eggs for light. And whenever the days get shorter, they stop laying eggs. Well, if you put a light on them during the wintertime when the days are short, you can keep them laying. But what it does is it shortens their productive life. So a normal chicken will lay for about 5 years. You get really good production out of them. Whenever you do them 24/7 or 365,
shortens their lifespan.
You get about 3.5 years of productivity on them. You get the same amount of eggs. You just get it over a shorter time.
Right.
And that's our ancestors. They did it all natural, and they managed to survive. I'm sure who's giving a Lamborghini away? Indiana Mike, are you giving a Lamborghini away?
Did Katy Perry put that out there? Did you hear the story of Katy Perry?
No, I saw that pop up. I was like, Indiana Mike's more loaded than what we thought.
Oh my goodness. So we were kind of cracking up. Oh, maybe he was talking about Tag and B or the Christmas giveaway. Yeah. No, we didn't get in on that. And I guess I have to finish watching it because I didn't get through it all the way. Rest every winter through the summer. I freeze eggs for the winter. Yeah. You can also water glass. I've water glassed.
In fact, we probably ought to break that open. We did some eggs about 2 years ago. And so water glassed eggs are supposed to be used within 6 months. And we wanted to see exactly how long you could go.
I found a recipe, and so we tried it. We just kind of want to see what happens. We had enough eggs to experiment with that.
So if you don't know what water glassing is basically you take hydrated lime and you put it in water, and then you put unwashed eggs down in the water.
You have to have the hydrated lime.
That's what I said, hydrated lime.
Oh, I didn't catch that.
But first time we did it, Yoda did not understand the whole concept, so she went and she bought hydrated masonry.
Yeah.
That did not turn out well.
Yeah.
What's Jeff's mom say?
I was hearing about that recently. That's good to know, knowing me through and the way I overprotect my pets. I'd be insulating everything and keeping them comfortable.
You know what, Jester's mom?
There are a lot of people do that.
The chicken coop that burned down, I had it insulated. It had natural light. It was a really good one. This one's going to be good too eventually. It's just take me a while to get it done.
And so Scans Girl. So what we found the best eggs to pull them, you got to get them first thing in the morning. Isn't that when we got the cleanest ones?
No, you just got to check them regularly.
Yeah, and
because like our hens
change out the straw and all that.
Yeah,
stuff.
make sure the straw is fresh. And our girls lay predominantly from like 7 o'clock to about 11. So that's the best one. Miss Ghetto's asking how long do eggs freeze?
Do they last frozen?
Do they last? Well, that's what I'm saying. Yeah.
Yeah, I would think indefinitely, but
Yeah, as long as you kept them frozen.
I would think. I don't know, but just my guess.
Yeah, and the way you don't want to put them in the freezer inside the shell, because what I've seen a lot of people do, and we've never frozen eggs. We've either dehydrated them or freeze dried them or water glassed them. But I've seen people get the plastic ice cube trays, crack the egg, put it in the cube, and then
I've seen that too.
Then stick the whole thing in there and freeze it. And then when it's frozen, you pop it out, put it in a baggie, and throw it back in the freezer.
40 what? That's got to be a typo. 415-pound hens. Maybe she meant 41 or 15 pounds.
4 15-pound hens.
Oh, 4
a 20-pound tom and 4 15-pound hens.
That's a good find. Did you see? So the turkey prices, holy smokeroni. They're talking anywhere between $5 and $7 a pound. And who posted that? Mrs. H over at Homestead Heart. They had a video on that yesterday. They were talking about that $7 a pound. What?
Oh, Rescue wants me to get up there and talk to him about chickens. I'll tell you. I'll tell you who else you need to get up there is Milkmaid. She knows a lot about chickens too.
Yeah,
they're honestly pretty simple animals. Like I always say that
unless they get sick.
And when they get sick, yeah, that's a different story.
And that's when he comes over to me. And so there's a lot of things that you can do naturally with medicine. Oh. So I keep a lot of oregano on hand. And
it's a lot of that's preventative.
Right. That's why medicinal gardens are really good to have in your chicken pen area, and then also outside the area. They can get what they need, and I don't have to worry about worms. I don't have to worry about any of that stuff.
And we do that. We've got 2 flower beds. One of them's actually inside the run. The other one's right outside the run where they go. And we plant a lot of medicinal stuff that does them good in there. So they eat on it. And like a lot of animals, if they'll eat what they need to eat, they just inherently know what's good for them and what's bad for them. It's like sheep. If you give them too much milk thistle, they'll get sick. Right. But most animals will not kill themselves.
No, they're pretty smart. And if your gardens are healthy and your land is healthy, they know what they need, and they'll take that and they'll stay away from the bad stuff.
Did you see RNN said they've got $1.59 pound turkeys frozen and non-organic?
I would grab up on that if you can do it, because your prices are getting ready to hike probably. Too
bad Hacks and Mrs. Hacks aren't on here, because they got, I don't know how big are they? They got turkeys.
I think that one I looked at that we took to camp out, I didn't even have a pot big enough to put that turkey in.
They've got some turkeys. They did
35
pounds
or something.
They did an excellent job raising their turkeys.
Well, they overfeed.
No, they're gone. We had a turkey just out at 32 pounds.
Yeah, we did have that. Yeah, we did.
Have I told the turkey butchering story?
Oh boy, that's a whole experience.
Just yes or no? Have I told my turkey butchering story on the live stream yet? If I haven't, I'll tell you guys, because it's that time of year, and it's a good learning lesson. My Cricket Homestead says I'm saving two hen turkeys. My cousin is getting the 2 toms so I can raise my own. See, we're going to try to do that next year. We were going to do that this year, but life just kind of took us into different direction.
God said, nope, you're moving this way instead of that way.
We were supposed to have pigs and breeding turkeys and all that stuff. Yep. And so we're just kind of, you take the cards that are dealt you.
Yep. And then, but next year we'll have eggs. We've got a few toms out there and a few hens, so we'll get those going. And then, let's see. Oh yeah, the double yolk. Oh, Scams Girl. Yeah, double yolks are the best.
Yes. Did you see what Jasper's mom just said?
Yoda, you met my Jasper. There's overfeeding, and then there's excess loving. All right.
She excess loves me.
You're always
You know
starting
what?
with this already.
You know what? I wasn't gonna talk about the diet, but I gotta say this. As soon as she put me on this diet, she started making all these fantastic recipes for video and freeze drying for you guys, and I can't touch a single one
I've
of them.
always made those videos. I don't know why you thought it was going to be so difficult.
That because I wasn't on the diet I'm on, and I can't touch them. It was cool when I could eat them. Now I can't eat them. Now it's just torture.
Jack, you're going to cause me to drink, man. So, oh my goodness. Oh, you guys crack me up. So yeah, so we did that. Oh. And then we got a video. So you guys remember last week we said I went out and right before the freeze, I got a bunch of eucalyptus and did that. We got a bunch of trees and all of that. And this time I was able to document everything without looking like a raccoon. And I think, unless you edit it and decide that there's a problem. So, but
I may just put clown music as the music.
Whatever you decide to do. And then, so I checked the eucalyptus today. Today would be, well, really it's a week. So, but 8 days really, if you count the day that I did it. But a week later, I already have roots.
Yep.
And so I checked the trees. Trees are doing the same thing. And that was all with the rooting hormone. So I'm super pleased with that. And that was the normal one. And it didn't have the extra. I wanted to test them and kind of see which one was going to do what. So now I have a better idea and I'm really happy with the results.
Rescue, what doesn't kill you makes you grumpier.
All right.
At least in my book.
Oh my goodness. So let's see. Okay. Yeah. Tag showed up. Yeah. The festival in Indiana, that would be something. We could see quite a few people.
Well, I missed it. I missed it.
Oh, yeah, it was up at the top. Tag was telling Indiana Mike that somebody contacted him about doing a festival in Indiana. So
we'll have to talk to.
Yeah, kind of get some details on that. See when that is, and
depends on where it is in Indiana. That's a pretty long haul.
Not much longer than what Tennessee was.
Indiana Mike and I had that conversation too, man. That slog across eastern Illinois and Indiana and Ohio, man, that's worse than driving across West Texas in my book.
Starla, so you should be able to get it. It's therealgrumpyacres@gmail.com.
Yep.
But you verified Proton, so maybe she needs to come in at proton.com.
No, I don't use Proton.
Okay.
For that stuff.
Okay. All right.
It's the Gmail account.
Yeah. So therealgrumpyacres@gmail.com. Garen's going to type it in for you right now. Yeah. So that stuff was going on. And then, strangest darn thing. So I went, and I guess I got to figure out where every liquor store is. If there's something like what Lucas Liquor was in Kansas City.
Why do you need a liquor store?
I couldn't find dry sherry anywhere.
No, for your cooking?
Yeah. And so
let's be completely honest. Where we live now, not quite the same type of community as where we used to live.
Well, there's got to be something.
Dry sherry is probably not at the top of people's.
Well, then I need a road trip to Kansas City.
Okay.
So
I bet if you drive down to Lawrence, you can find someplace down in that foreign country.
Oh, you think so?
Chris, all those libtards over there.
Okay, all right. Going there, I don't know. So, oh man, and then shoot, what else? Okay, so I had that going on, and then trying to figure out just life, I guess.
It's called life.
It's just crazy, absolutely crazy. And let's see. Parts got ordered, and you thought they got shipped, but I haven't seen them. Of course, they for the slicer.
Sweetheart, they're coming from Italy.
Oh,
they're not supposed to be here till November 7th.
Oh hell, I may never see those then.
No, you're gonna see them.
Did you watch Zombie Farmer's video today, right?
Yeah, I did.
Yeah, it's going to take forever.
Well,
but if you guys haven't checked out Zombie Farmer's video, you might go over there, take a look at what he put out there today. And G and I were actually talking about it. We went into the city on Saturday because I had to replace the sewing table for some reason, just disintegrated out in the
because it was cheap Chinese particle board.
Well, there's that. But so I had to go find a new desk, and I was given orders to find harder wood and do all of that. Please go look at antique stores and thrift stores. I found something. Mm-hmm. And so we needed to go pick it up. So G helped me. We ran into town. Oh, man. We took a look. We have to drive over the Kansas River, and we took a look. You could walk across that thing.
It shouldn't look like it in places.
It was bad. It was really bad. And somebody else, I can't remember who, was telling me it was Kyle. He went by a lake that is always full, like similar to what Lake Perry's like. Mm-hmm. And you could walk across it. It was so dry. So yeah, much needed rain here. But
we're right on the what's it called? We're right on the edge of the Ogallala North Platte water basin, or water. What's it called? Watershed, mm-hmm. or aquifer. The Ogallala North Platte aquifer, and it's getting really depleted.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Oh, look at that! Tag and Mrs. Ghetto are finally figuring out. She knew who Tag was. Tag didn't know who she was, but yeah. My son-in-law. From my crooked little homestead, my son-in-law and daughter gifted me with moose meat, bear meat, and deer meat for me raising meat chickens and turkeys for that. Man, that's a deal and a half. I would totally do that.
Yeah, I'm gonna say you got the better end of that deal.
Yeah. Yeah. So then we've got, so everybody's just talking back and forth. So, so we did all of that stuff. And then what else? Oh, I think one of the things that we wanted to talk about is, remember there were a lot of things that happened this week. So the Homestead update, we got a lot done, but didn't get done what we wanted.
And not really a lot to truly talk about.
Yeah, I mean, it's just... but I think the point of that is, I think what you do talk about is you talk about when you're working on a homestead, things happen. You're going to get flat tires. You're going to have vehicles that break down. And the reason why that's so important, I've had so many people like, how do you guys get so much done? Well, we're literally just kind of
winging it.
Really, yeah. I mean, you change a direction and you just kind of go in. And even though we know we need to be splitting wood, we need to get all that stuff done. We have to get material. We have to get equipment to the back of the woods to be able to pull things up. And so, if that doesn't happen, you just figure out, okay, we need to go work on a different project. It is okay to have 50 different projects going on. Do not overwhelm yourself. And you can get so overwhelmed. I see a lot of people, they get so overwhelmed, they quit. And, do a little bit here, do a little bit there.
Or right? you get paralyzation through analyzation.
Right.
Start thinking too much.
Right.
Grateful Hearts Ranch, thanks for showing up.
Hey, Grateful Hearts.
Hope everything's going well for you.
So, so it's
really... professional obstacle jumpers, absolutely.
Yes, exactly. And so it's just one of those things. And, just don't get overwhelmed and quit. Just figure out, hey, if I don't get my floors vacuumed today and people come over, who cares? If they're here looking at my house, I don't
they're
even know what to say.
They're going to be sorely disappointed.
So,
hey, Matt.
But, just go do something else and figure it out. And so we did get the tire fixed. The skid loader is up and going. So you're going to pull some logs up for me, and I'll get those split.
Yeah, he's just on vacation. I get it, man. I get it, Tag. I get it.
You guys are terrible. And so then, so we'll get all that stuff done, but I'm excited to get the sewing going and get all of that stuff done. I think that the foraging bags are going to be fabulous. I'm so excited.
Yeah, I'm kind of excited about those too. And
yeah.
Especially if we can make them and know that they're not Chinese sourced.
Yeah, Jasper's mom, I can think in 50 different directions, but 50 different projects going on would make me crazier. That's exactly it. So take the crazy out by not worrying about it.
I'm just gonna tell them about the lights.
Go ahead.
So I was
Get her down.
I was approached this week via email, somebody wanting me to do a review on one of their products, and they got a line of lights, and they're reasonably priced, and I just kind of did a cursory look at them. So I said, yeah, go ahead, and I told them which one I'd review. So they sent it to us. And they're made in China, and the company that markets them, or marketing, is that the right one? Wholesales them?
I think they're the company. I think the manufacturer is just in China.
The manufacturer's in China, but the company's out of Cyprus. And and cursory glance, they look like they're decent quality, but they're Chinese made. So
better quality than what I could find at Menards and what I could find on Amazon.
This is true. This is
true. So I'm not mad at them.
So I told them I was going to give an honest review, an unbiased review, and so I'm gonna mess around with them and do a video and show everybody what they are. But and they kind of bring into focus a problem that we're facing right now. When we were looking at the foraging bags, the only place that the guy who's doing the leather could source snaps was from China. Literally the only place you could source them. And I don't want to purposely buy something from China if I can help it. But he literally said this is the only place you could source them from. And so, just like shopping at Walmart or shopping on Amazon, sometimes if you can't find something of the same quality at the same price, sometimes you just got to do what you got to do. Don't feel guilty about it, and I agree with Tag's analogy of driving that extra mile to get an American locally produced tomato and paying more. I agree with that 100%. But sometimes, there's just certain things that you can't find in your community.
Right.
And sometimes we have to do what we have to do. And that doesn't mean that we don't work at bringing manufacturing home. We stop working at supporting local producers and American made producers. So I'm just letting everybody know I am doing a video on them. I'm completely honest about them. They're Chinese made. I'm not going to, no matter how they turn out, I'm not going to recommend anybody buy one. Everybody makes their own decision. And
there was, what did we find on the box? I told you the company that was sending out.
That was Cyprus.
Yeah.
Cyprus.
Yeah. So, and you said that's in the Mediterranean. So is that West Indies or is that
south of Europe?
Oh, okay.
Okay, well, go like this. Go. Geography's hard.
Stop it. Oh my goodness.
I love my daughter. When she was in ninth grade, she was going into ninth grade. I convinced her, or I talked her into going in the very first day of math class. She was blonde, super blonde, and flicking her hair and giggling like that, and just telling the math teacher that math was hard.
Yeah.
And she did it. Bless her heart. Arthur.
So my crooked little homestead, I started each day asking God to give me the strength to work on a project. You've got the cursor, you can see. Once it's done, I start another. Lately, I've been able to get 2 or 3 projects done per day. Well, I would love to be able to do that, but God continues to put other projects in front of me. So we have no choice. We have to scramble.
Arthur said, with the recent power takeover in China, I expect Chinese made will soon be a thing of the past. Arthur, you know what? We had a conversation about that this weekend. And it's my cup.
Yeah, but you're making noise.
We had to talk about that this weekend, and you know, all the Chinese want is for us to buy their stuff and leave everybody alone. That's all they want, and they're going to do whatever they have to do that. And they know that we are the people that pay the bills, keep the lights on in China.
Yeah.
So,
Hey, Starla, I will email you, but I don't have your email address. So send me your email address and I'll try it that way and make sure. We should probably check. Well, no, she said it was the wrong email. So I was thinking maybe check junk mail, but that's not going to be there. T-Paw says South Carolina lost a lot of jobs to Mexico and now China. We all have to step back and look. Yeah, exactly. And then my crooked little homestead, I had an old.
FAFF industrial sewing machine.
Okay, all right. And is that the same one that Hacks has? It might be.
His is a Jenny.
No, my slicer is a Jenny.
Your slicer's a Jenny. Oh, that's where I saw it. I don't remember.
And then industrial sewing machine for sewing leather, but I lost it in the health. Oh gosh, that stinks. So sorry about that.
RNN says, does anyone know where a stainless steel
garden hose
that is made in America can be?
Oh,
nope.
Man. I have no idea.
Good luck.
Yeah.
If you find out, let everybody know.
Yeah. Yeah, no, I have no idea. It's so hard right now. So, but and that was another comment that came up over our homestead workday. Another comment that came up is, if we're frustrated on these things, the more people that speak out, the noisier you are, and the more you complain, we can get that stuff back. So and what did Tag say? Tag was like, vote with your dollars and do all of that. So if we do that and China quits making money, which, I wonder what's happening right now. And so if we make a lot of noise, maybe we'll get those back. So
Starla pointed out we need to remember to set our clocks back on November 8th for the very last time.
November 6th, I thought that was.
November 8th.
No, November 6th, we set our clocks back. Now, November 8th, we take our country back.
Oh, I'm tracking.
Are you?
I'm tracking what she's saying now.
Yeah, well, yeah, it's going to be a battle, guys, and they're going to punish us. They already started. So, the last 2 years have been war, and, we just have to wake up to that and know that we are in a war and be able to fight that back.
I love the positive attitude that Starla's got about it.
Yeah. Yeah. And it's kind of weird to me. I go, that's going to work, that time change. I feel fall back, you get an extra hour sleep.
Every day's an extra hour for you.
Stop it.
That's what you just said.
Stop it. Yeah, well, that's what I'm thinking. Every day, extra hour of sleep.
You do get an extra hour. You get several extra hours of sleep a day.
You're just jealous. So some military men can only sleep for 4 to 6 hours.
No.
Do you get 6 hours?
Men in their mid-50s.
Right. Oh my goodness. So yeah, I don't know. That's about it, really. Seriously. I don't know what we're looking at on time. Yeah, I always loved fall back. I'm gonna miss that, but I always hated spring, so I won't miss that.
They're talking about praying for guidance on November 8th, and so everybody.
Yeah, we've noticed a lot of stuff on that. So it's very strange here. So in Kansas, everybody knows I have a passion for the governor of Kansas, and so we've noticed some. I'm trying to be politically correct.
No, I'm just thinking today was the first day we saw that ad.
And so I think she's losing some momentum. And so they changed their ad. And the ad today is Trump supported her and told her that she did a good job because she was able to.
Well, it was whenever the
meat processing.
Yeah, whenever the meat processing stuff was happening back during the coup.
She did a great job with it.
Yeah. So you tell me if somebody from the Progressive Party is using Trump as a reference to vote for them, right. It kind of smacks of desperation, doesn't it?
It does. It really does. And so
It's like me saying, yeah, I agree with Nancy Pelosi. Vote for me.
right? I don't even know where to go with that. But yeah, this is where our country's going. This is where the politicians, they're feeling the pain, and this is good. This is absolutely good. It's good, great news.
They're either doing that or they're not telling you who they're affiliated with, and you actually have to go look.
Yeah. Who was that one? There's another weird one that is running, and
Patrick.
I can't even remember his last name, but he's running and he's unaffiliated, but
No,
he's
I
running
think he's a registered Democrat.
Is he? Well, he's
you
running.
You wouldn't know it, but you wouldn't know it by listening to his ads or looking at his webpage unless you dig down.
Everything is military on the aircraft carrier, doing all this stuff, and he's just some big patriot and doing all of that. You go onto his website and you do some research, and he is full on supported by the Democrats, and the Democrats are the ones giving him the money, or shall we say his name, George Soros. So
the boogeyman.
Yeah. So there's that going on. I'm a transplant to Texas, but I'm trying to repot to Texas.
That's in response to Starla's from Kansas.
Oh yeah. So that's why
you
she
still got family
trace.
in Topeka, you said, didn't you?
Oh, the Kansas steam fingers. Yeah. So, we all had that problem today. Yeah. So Hillary has a new one out calling for her invisible S. Oh, yeah. I don't know. You guys know I love my deplorable. I've got earrings that say deplorable Trump supporter. So yeah, it's about being discerning. You really got to know. And I'm hoping that the polls and the information that they're getting in, I'm really hoping that those are wrong. And I'm really hoping that we can take our country back. And
hold on a second. Hold on. I got to say this. Did not want these updates to become political. I know the season is upon us where the talk turns to that.
It's life.
Here's my take on it. Here's my take on it, folks. Here's my take on it. I don't care how you vote. If you're watching this vid, you're watching it live, or you stumble across it on replay, I honestly do not care how you vote, as long as it's an educated vote or informed vote. If you're just checking a box because there's a D or an R behind it, stay home. Don't go into the polling place.
That's a change.
No,
it is a change. Let me tell you a story, and here's why I say that it's a change. And maybe it's just different because I'm your wife. Okay. But we had an election, and there was someone that was running for governor, and I really wanted. It was when we were in Missouri, and Parsons he's bought out. And it was obvious that Governor Parsons was bought out and paid for by China or George Soros, whoever, and maybe one and the same. Don't know, but it was absolutely obvious that he had been bought out. And so then the Democrat that was running for governor, well, absolutely idiot, and so couldn't have that. And I the Green Party. And he literally told me I wasted my vote. And as a matter of fact,
it's the Green Party. Yes, you wasted your vote.
It's an independent, and she is absolutely amazing. And I wish her all the best. And I hope she runs again this year.
Okay.
So, I hope she wins. I think she's a great candidate. And so, we even met with her at the Republican Party for the women. We actually, and you came with me, and we actually went.
She's not Green Party.
And met her independent in that green, what you call voting green.
No, that's not Green Party.
And
Green Party is green on the outside, red on the inside.
Yeah. So anyway, she was wonderful, and Garen told me I wasted my vote. So I'm glad you changed your mind.
No, it's not.
I'm not mad at you. No. I'm just saying I'm glad to see this side of you.
The reason why I said you wasted your vote was because I'm a firm believer is you vote your conscience in the primary and pragmatically in the general. Now, after 2020, that I've changed my tune on that because I am not going to, at the national level, I am not going to support a candidate that I do not agree with. I don't care. I don't care what affiliation they are. If I don't think they're a good candidate, then they will not get my vote.
Mm-hmm.
And you can say I'm throwing it away. You say I'm wasting it. Now at the state level, that's another story. I'll still vote pragmatically at the state level because I've got a lot more sway. I've got a lot more pull at the. But nationally, no. The reason why we're in this mess now is because people like me voted for the lesser of two evils. Instead of saying no, none of them are good.
Yeah.
They're all evil.
Yeah.
You know.
So that was the other thing, and so that's what Tag just jumped in here and said they are all Republicrats, and so yeah. And here's something very interesting. So we just moved here and have been here maybe a couple months, and the Democratic Party actually got my phone number and wanted Garen to run for a Democrat position.
I got emails
in
too.
town, and he got emails,
and I got a text,
and so
and they're still sending
the
stuff.
text message. I went back and I said, well, that's very nice of you, and yes, he is a very strong man, and yes, he is very respectable, and he would do a great job, but never as a Democrat. And now they just
hold on a second. I started thinking about this. You guys tell me what you think. So what I need to do, if they still want me to run, is I need to go, okay, and I need to look at their platform and run in a way so it doesn't sound like I disagree with their platform, but it doesn't sound like I agree with it.
In Texas, he's writing in Mickey Mouse.
And let them
write in Garen Allard. Apparently, that's
let them put a D next to my name, and then right before the election, I'll go full conservative. I'm going to say I am the new face of the Democrat Party.
Yeah.
Vote for me, and then I'll get in the office, and I can be in office and be a conservative. Yeah. No, that ain't going to happen because what'll happen is I'll get into office. I would get into office, and I'd be sitting in a meeting, and I would look at somebody, and I go, "You're a idiot."
He would end up in jail
or fist fight or something,
right.
Punching somebody, or just generally making people hate me.
Yeah, for sure, Cindy. And hey, study them all, pray, get his directions and follow his plan. Yeah, it's the best thing you can do. And so, I think a lot of us
educate yourself. That's the big thing. Educate yourself.
The information's out there.
They get away with this stuff because we don't educate ourselves. Right. And I say we, I mean, me too.
Yeah. I mean, how many times in the past, we just go, okay, well, our parents were Republicans, so we're Republican. And so that's just how you vote. And you go in and you vote all Republican, or you go in and vote. And some states have made it impossible to vote any other way. You think about, the what do they call it? Preliminaries. And so the primaries, sorry. So the primaries, you actually had an issue when we moved here.
They've got closed primaries in Kansas, and I registered as an independent. So I
couldn't vote.
Out of everything that was on the ballot, I got to vote on one state constitutional issue, state amendment issue.
And that's it.
What Arthur say that? We need statesmen again. Yeah. Tag's right. Sure. That's 100% correct. Mm-hmm. You know what? And the way we get statesmen is we build them locally, and we support them locally. And the way we support them locally is how, Angela?
Oh, I'm sorry. I was reading. I
was on a roll. I was going to
shop locally, support locally.
We build community.
Yeah.
Dude, I was on a roll too.
I'm sorry.
I was on a roll too. You just flubbed it. Tabletop. Glad you guys could make it.
Did you see what T-Paw said? This is what I was reading. And so this is how they're going to try to control us, T-Paw. There's one in D Party in South Carolina calling out for them to do that there.
Except run as a conservative.
No, I think she's talking about what
the Democrat Party always runs people as conservatives.
Well, I think she was talking about trying to make it so that you could only vote one way or the other.
Oh.
But I could be wrong. T-Paw, if I'm wrong, let me know. And so, hey, Tabletop Farms, good to see ya. And let's see, my crooked little homestead, to me, government people are like a bunch of kindergarten kids.
I'd say the American public in general.
For the red crayon. they can't get along.
That's my favorite flavor.
There's so many meanings in that, my crooked little homestead. But yeah, Jasper's Mom, it does. It all starts locally. And Scans Girl says, I'd run, but my past is too checkered. LO. How bad can it be? Is it as bad as Biden? And let's go to the Clintons. I mean, he screws everything not named Hillary.
In California, you can sleep with a Chinese spy and still get elected.
Right. I don't think your past is too tainted. Yeah, I think this is the right market.
I was going to say, that's not a very high bar. It really isn't.
Oh gosh. Oh my gosh, that made me laugh.
Tabletop says, build a community so strong that outsiders can't tell who the leaders are. Right. Absolutely.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Yeah. Oh, and they're trying to figure out who the leaders are. They absolutely are.
Yeah.
They absolutely are. And we see it locally. So it's pretty amazing. So TTF agreed. Yeah, Tabletop Farms. Yep. Community is everything. So I think, does anybody have any questions? We're getting ready to come up on an hour.
Comments.
Because I mean, I could go politics all night.
No,
it just
isn't supposed to be politics.
Up.
This is supposed to be an update. Talking about the homestead.
Well, we are. I mean, it affects us.
I know it affects us.
Oh, did you? Okay, so back to the homestead. Did you see? I don't know if you missed it or not. There was another. It was down in. It was Hoyt. Was it Hoyt? Oh my gosh, it's super close. And
Hoyt's way far away from here.
In Jackson County. So in Jackson County, Kansas.
Why don't you just give them our home address?
I'm not. I mean, I didn't say it. You said it. So, but in a county, did you see what they were talking about? If the bird flu comes in, then what they're wanting to do within a 5-mile radius, then any backyard chickens or like that, they're going to slaughter all of them. And so there was a positive case, and they literally reached out and asked everybody, and all over the news, asked everybody to report anyone within this 5-mile radius, to report them if they had chickens or any kind of fowl. And so, but nice OPSEC there, dude. So
everybody knows where we're near because we talk about it.
I know.
Constantly.
I didn't. You did it.
No.
So very, very interesting. And I thought, okay, so now and they have been, but now it's getting for stupid things like that. They're calling out for neighbors to tattle on each other. So if your community is not put together and you're not getting everybody in there and doing all of that, then you're kind of screwing yourself, really.
Somebody makes a T-shirt with a chicken on it that says "From my cold dead hands," which I
haven't seen that.
I think it's SOE that makes that. Tag's asking if there's any recommendations on the 2 constitutional amendments on the ballot this year. Tag, I'll be honest with you, I was thinking about that today. I need to get in and I need to do some more reading on it and familiarize myself exactly what's going on with that. We're still, even though we're a year in, I'm still not up to speed on Kansas politics.
My chickens, they do. They they do not identify as pigs, and so because that's another thing, you have swine flu, and so they're already
calling my chickens identify as free chickens.
Yeah, well, as humans, they think they're human. Transsexuals, transvestites. I don't know, something. We'll figure it out.
Man, you're just all over the place tonight.
They have to identify as something so that they don't identify as chickens.
No. This goes to the same argument as I lost all my guns in a boating accident.
Okay, you're right.
As far as I'm concerned,
you're right. That was a Billy Bell line, I
know. Who was it? Somebody asked if they could buy my Crooked Little Homestead. If she's able to buy root starter from me. Yes.
Yeah. That's Lucy. The rooting hormone. Yeah. Absolutely. I can send that up to you. Yeah. So just email me and then we'll figure that one out.
I used to be one of the ones that said, I lost my guns in a boating accident, And then somebody pointed out to me that that was kind of a cowardly way to approach it.
Yeah.
We like to joke about it, but if we truly believe in the Second Amendment and we believe in the Constitution, then we should be able to stand up and go, no, I've got guns, you're not taking them. And one of the things we talked about Thursday night, Tag and I did, was repercussions for our actions and standing up for them. And we're getting to the point now where we have to. So my chickens fall in that same category. You know what? If they're not sick, you're not coming on my property. You're not doing it.
Yeah.
And if you feel like you need to push it to the point where something happens, then that's on you, not on me.
Jasper's mom says, "At rescue, don't cluck with me." We need to make a T-shirt. That's a T-shirt.
There you
right
go.
There.
Rescue was talking about that this morning. He's naming his coop the Clucking Alamo.
I like that.
Fight to the last duck.
Yeah.
Or cluck.
Yeah. Oh yeah, Scams Girl. I've got trees. So I just put in. I've got pawpaw. I've got a pear, and if it gets warm here within the next week, I can go get more and then have those ready anytime. But yeah, I've got trees. So
I don't know if you guys saw it, but not a real farm said that she has horseradish root on her Etsy site today. Mm-hmm. So there's something that you guys can look forward to. Can you sell that across the border?
I don't think so. I think root. So anything that's already established. So if you're talking seeds, roots, trees, that kind of thing, you cannot send those over the border.
Tag, if I get sick, correct. I will come and take some ivermectin. Thanks, man. Appreciate it. That's why I love Tag. Tag is such a giving person. I love that about him.
Our video is so getting taken down.
see why we're part of his community, man. Just right here, heartfelt, man.
I totally want to just grab jars and show it. Yeah. If you farm, homestead, anything like that, you know that there's certain tools in your arsenal that you need to have that they say don't take.
But it anyway. made me so mad 2019, 2020, 2021 because how long we've been using ivermectin sheep dip on the animals?
It's been years.
We've been using it for years. And
not like, I wouldn't say years.
We've been using it for 7-8 years for them.
No. Yeah. Oh, for the animals?
For the animals.
Oh, yeah.
But so it went from a 36-ounce bottle went from $20-some up to $89. Was that what we paid for it last time we had to get some?
Yeah. So when they decided that they had to put signs all over the shelves that said not for human consumption. And it had all these warnings, it's going to kill you and do all of this stuff. So it went up to, I think, as high as $99 is what I saw some of them. And they shrank. So it used to be you could get the larger sizes for $35, and then they shrank the jars.
Do you have a jar of rooting hormone handy?
Yeah, I do.
Starla wants to know how big they are.
They're 2 ounces.
Well, she's gonna go get a bottle of the rooting hormone. There's someone in the office. Yeah, it's crazy what they did to us, And then I was over at Tractor Supply, and they used to have a refrigerated medicine cabinet for animal like vitamins and antibiotics and stuff. Thing was almost empty. Same thing with the local store. It's just getting crazy what they're doing. Okay, Starla, hang on.
What's there?
She needs the email again.
Okay. So this is the rooting hormone jars. This a little bit goes a long way. And so here you want both. One is rooting hormone.
The light's shining on it and they can't see the writing on it.
Yeah, those bright lights. And so there's rooting hormone, natural rooting hormone plus natural rooting hormone. The plus has comfrey in it, so you're getting a mix of the root starter and the fertilizer in there. So I sell these, the natural rooting hormones, $15. Remember, if anybody at camp, I was selling them, I told you the prices had to go up. So the prices went up. This is a really good tea. And it's worth its weight in gold. So $15 for natural rooting hormone, $25 for natural rooting hormone plus, and then you can get a package, one of each, and get a combo for $35. And then whatever shipping is. So that's what I got going on there.
And that's a comparable price to what the store-bought rooting hormones are.
Well, the store-bought rooting hormones are poison.
Well, but it's a
And
comparable
so-
price, but you're not getting poison.
Right. It's all natural. And yeah, it's good stuff. Yeah, Starla, hopefully I answered that for you on the price. And okay, you got the email done, so I was back a little bit, but
Oh,
yeah.
that's nice. That's nice, my crooked little homestead. Your grandma lives with you.
Who, what?
I'm trying to flatter her with her bear traps and her cranky old grandma.
I don't even know. I'm so lost. Teapot put me down for 2 packages. Two. So the do you want the combo or do you want?
Just email us.
Yeah, or text me, Teapot.
Yeah, everybody, just if you're interested in it,
There's a lot here.
go ahead and email us, and we'll figure out how to do everything. We're still trying to figure out how to do the mail stuff. We're kind of marking time until Freesteading Marketplace comes up.
Yeah.
We were going to do Etsy, but with what PayPal did the other day and just all that stuff, I think I would rather wait and go with something that I feel more in line with.
Make sure you save this track because I'm going to have to go through and
Just
write
go
all this
back and watch
stuff
the
down.
replay.
Okay, all right.
Or they're supposed to email you. If they don't email
Oh
you,
yeah, you guys email me. If you email me, that's the best way. If you have my phone number, message me, that kind of thing, and I can get those out. And we'll get. I'll need addresses so I can figure out shipping on that. But yeah. Oh man, I'm gonna.
yeah, it's 8:00. I don't want to step all over Native Stream.
Oh yeah, I did see that come through.
Yeah, him and Tribe are going to talk.
Yeah.
If you guys don't watch Native Voice, I recommend him. I mean, he's a good cat. He's got a lot of good stuff to say. He's prep steading, and he's a former teacher, and he's very well spoken.
Native? Was a teacher?
Yeah.
Oh, I didn't know that.
He was a history teacher.
No.
Yes, he was.
He was?
He was a history teacher.
I thought that was Prepper Nation. I thought John Davis was the history
He lectures
teacher.
at colleges.
Oh.
And he's an author.
Wow. Okay. All right.
See, we're not the preppers and homesteaders. We're not a bunch of dullards, man. We got teachers and businessmen and
Fire and have a good week
and everything.
Yeah.
But yeah. So I think it's about time to wrap it up. We're over an hour.
Yeah.
We try to keep it an hour.
Scans girl, I will. So I don't know on the peach tree, but it's in my library, so I can get that out and then let you know. Is there a shelf life on the rooting hormone? I haven't. It's so new. I haven't really found one yet.
Yep.
But I would.
Take
The way that
rescue.
it's bottled, and we bottle it in the brown bottles, so that helps with the light. If you keep it in a dark place, it should be fine.
If you guys are going over to Native's live chat, let them know that you're invading him from ours. Just give him a hard time about it.
All right. In fact, we should probably get over there, to be honest with you. So
Yeah, we should support him.
all right, guys. Well, it's been we're over an hour anyway. You guys have a lovely night. Make sure you email me. We'll get all of that stuff out, the rooting hormones and hormone and all of that stuff, so I know exactly what you guys want. And we're gonna head over to Native Voice and make sure that we can support him. And you guys have a blessed week. And just
go have the week you deserve.
Yeah.
We're gonna let Karma start sorting this stuff out.
Yeah.
So you guys,
Seems to be a lot.
if you want to have a good week, you go live a good life. All right.
Yeah.
That's what we're gonna try to start doing. And we will see you guys later. Thank you for showing up. We love talking with y'all, man. Y'all have become a part of the family. Yeah. At least on Tuesday nights.
Can you? I don't know if any of our mods are in here anymore because they probably already went over.
Right.
He wants to know, Tipo wants to know if you can put his link for Native Voice.
Yeah, here, hang on a second. I can find it.
Well, he's going to pull that up there real quick.
Yeah, give me a second.
And we'll get that over. and you'll like him. He's pretty upfront and forward, so great guy. In fact, he's the one that I owe the canning bacon video to, so I need to get that up. Maybe I'll do that tomorrow. Then I can wear my T-shirt.
Yeah.
Therapy and stuff, but yeah, man.
Yep, you got it started.
Baby.
You just need there you go. All right, so he's getting that on there right now. We'll pull that up and post it. There you go. So Teapot, now you have that. You guys have that. Head over there, and you guys will appreciate him. He's pretty.
Well, Tribe's on there, so it's gonna be very interesting. I like Tribe, but he's a very unique individual. Kind of a dichotomy going on there. All right, guys, listen, seriously.
Okay, guys, till next time.
Go live life done free.
Bye.